What I'm about to reveal to you should come as no surprise, no shocker if you're into pickup, you're a PUA, a seductionist, however you want to term it. This revelation should come as no surprise. However, if you're a guy who doesn't do pickup, is not in the loop, then this would definitely be a shocker. There's one key way that you can impress a girl and to literally get her panties wet, to get this girl thinking about you overnight, thinking about you, period. There's one way that you can do this and make this happen without any tricks or any fancy shit. But first off, make no mistakes about it. If you're coming into an interaction with the idea of trying to impress a girl, it's already a lost cause. Okay? You would rather have the girl trying to impress you rather than you trying to impress her. But that's for another video. I can really get into details with that. So, okay. The best way that you can impress a girl, to use that terminology, is to literally do cold approach pickup. To cold approach fucking woman. This is absolutely the best way to impress any girl, particularly a random stranger whom you don't know. I mean, guys, let's look at it this way. Cold approach is rare as fuck. Okay? Guys aren't doing it. Women can attest to this, and as a guy, you as yourself, who's probably not approaching women, you can attest to this also. Girls being approached on the streets or anywhere by random guys whom they don't know, this does not happen often to them. It's rare. Regardless of if she's pretty, she's hot, she's ugly, it doesn't matter. Guys are not approaching women. So the fact that you can have the balls and the cojones to approach random strangers, that alone would set you apart from 99.9% of the fucking chodes and the beta males on the planet. That alone, cold approaching women alone, will give you that major fucking edge. And like I said, if you're into pickup, you already know this. But for guys who are not into pickup, this revelation would come as a serious piece of insight that they never thought possible. So there's no tricks needed, there's none of that necessary. The fact that you have the balls, or you can execute simply going up to a girl and chatting to her, a random stranger, that alone would get a girl panties wet. That alone would make her see you as a dominant male, which is what you want. Okay? So, and by cold approach, I don't mean to literally approach woman. It is not really a literal sense is what I'm trying to communicate here. It could be at standing in the line at a restaurant, on a bus, the subway, a train, wherever, anywhere stationary. So you don't have to literally approach, but the fact that you can simply strike up a conversation with a random stranger whom you don't know, that alone, demonstrate to the girl that you are a sex-worthy guy. Simply demonstrate the balls to do that. Okay, because guys are not doing it. And make no mistakes about it, catcalling a girl is not cold approaching. That does not count. That is lame game, and it is just weak. So I'm not advising you here to catcall. I'm literally just telling you, strike up a conversation with a random stranger whom you don't know. You're on a subway, you're on a train, you're at a restaurant, you're at an eatery spot, wherever it is. The simple fact that you can open up a conversation will already impress the girl from the get-go. Okay? And she will be taken aback about it. That's the thing. I have to admit, girls are generally taken aback by guys who cold approach them because it is so rare. But in the same breath, it'll actually serve to impress her at the same time. She will be stunned, she will be shocked, but she will be impressed. So, when you cold approach woman, you're already starting on a solid footing, way ahead of the other guys who are not doing it. Okay? So, online it doesn't count. You can't cold approach a girl online, in essence, because there's no approach being made, and every other guy is doing it behind the comfort and safety of their fucking computers and smartphones. So it doesn't count, and a girl is not going to give you brownie points for striking up a conversation over the internet, because it's in person. It's impersonal. So when you can actually do this in person, it drives things up many notches, and this is what you want. So I get a lot of guys email me on my blog and my website asking me, Kenny, how do you manage to get girls to chase you so much? And one of the underlying themes and keys is the simple fact that I meet majority of the women I meet on cold approach pickup, meaning random strangers on the streets, at a restaurant, at a pizza joint, wherever. So the fact that you can have the balls to meet women that way, will have set you apart from most men on the fucking globe. 99.9% of them. Because men are not approaching random strangers. Everyone walks around in their own world, in their own little reality, looking down in their smartphones and listening to their music. Once you can snap a girl out of that, just by simply asking her a question, striking up a conversation. Once you can simply get a girl out of her world and into yours, that is impressive in and of itself. Okay, so you don't have to be searching and browsing the internet for techniques and tricks and tips on how to impress a fucking girl. You want to impress a girl, simply strike up a conversation with her in person. A random girl, that is. This obviously won't work on someone whom you already know, because if they already have an impression of you as a fucking loser, there's no way to redeem yourself with that. Alright, impressions are lasting. So this is why you always want to start, if you're getting into pickup and stuff, you always want to start with random strangers, random women whom you don't know, where you want to set a great impression from the start. How do you set a great impression? Simply by approaching girls. Cold fucking approach. Sparking up a conversation. That's it.
Can you take me to the movies with you? Huh? Can you take me to the movies with you?
I'm not going to the movies. I'm going home.
Huh?
I'm going home.
Why not go to the movies? It's so much better and fun than going home. What you gonna do? Just play on Facebook all night?
Going on
You
Facebook?
What?
On
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, but Instagram.